Hood Talk News, we on fire.
Yo, 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 what's good, what's good? Man, it's getting crazy out here, man. It's getting real crazy out here, man. First off, I want to say rest in peace to young Scooter, man. Everybody thought last night, you know what I'm saying, yesterday, that the police killed him, but come to find out the police didn't kill him. You know what I'm saying? He was going through some stuff with a female. The neighbors called. This is what I'm hearing. The neighbors called. Police came to the door, I guess trying to do a wellness check. Knocked on the door. He opened the door, closed the door, ran out the back, jumped the fence, hurt his leg, and bled to death. Hey, man, y'all know how we is as street dudes. We are not stopping for the police, man. It's a natural instinct. Now, all he had to do is just stay there and just say, hey, look, whatever. He best friends with Future. You know Future would have bailed him out, man. But, when you being a hood dude, sometimes you got to let the hood stuff go, man. You got to let the hood stuff go. Because them natural hood instinct, when you know what I'm saying? You see the police, we out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I done ran from the police so many times, man. And most of the occasion, I wasn't doing nothing wrong. It's just a natural instinct, like, let the police run. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell y'all like this. Me and Peaches, sometimes we, you know what I'm saying, like way after the fact, right? I'll be riding, even to this day. And I'm looking like paranoid, like the police behind me or something. And she had to tell me, like, you ain't doing nothing. What are you worried about? But it's a natural instinct, man. When you come from that hood, man, you feel like they always after you, man. You know what I'm saying? But R.I.P., you know what I'm saying, to young Scooter, man. He was a real legend for Atlanta, man. I'm going to tell you now, they respected that boy in Atlanta, man. I ain't never hear nobody talk bad about young Scooter, man. They always say he was solid. Everybody out here talk about him. But R.I.P. to him, man. But with no further ado, man, hey, man, we got this lawyer breaking it down on this RICO, man, with Big U them, man. We got him breaking it down, y'all. And everything I was telling y'all about, right, when it comes to the check-in stuff, how certain people want to make it like, man, y'all know what he was trying to say. He wasn't saying it that way. Okay, cool, we'll give you that. But it's the jury going to give you that. It's the judge going to give you that. I'm trying to tell you how these folks play. This is how they play. If you said it, you done it. It's just as good as you did it. So, young people, do not listen to these type of fools that come in my comment talking about something, oh, you know what he mean and stuff. Because the jury, the judge, the prosecutor, they not going to get what you meant. They not. So don't do it. Don't incriminate yourself on live and then think people going to get it. Even if they get it, they don't have to get it. They can use that in a way of, no, we don't get it. You meant what you said. Even when they get it, they laughing in the background. Well, we know you're just playing, but we're going to use it against them. But with no further ado, I'm going to let this lawyer, you know what I'm saying, Bruce, shout out to Bruce. I'm going to let him break it down, man. Because he breaking it down, and he a criminal defense lawyer. And he telling you how they play on the other side. But with no further ado, let's let Bruce break this down, man.
You got the U.S. Attorney's Office, you've got Department of Justice. You know, you've got all these different logos. Now,
Man, y'all really think all these people came together? Look at all these logos, y'all. Look at all these logos on that picture. The IRS, the FBI, all type of people, man. Different states, police. You know what I'm saying? These people did not come together because they didn't have nothing and they just want to take Big U down. You know what I'm saying? This is a whole, they got Vegas, everything involved. At least with Young Thug case, he was just fighting Atlanta. At least that's what I think. He was just fighting Atlanta. These dudes got all kind of organizations after them. Come on, man. So when they came, they know what they were coming for.
Read you from the indictment.
All you jailhouse lawyers, we got a real lawyer on the screen. He basically saying the same thing I've been said. You know what I'm saying? But I know y'all to take advice from a person that's a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because he fight this every day. So you can see what he's saying now.
In February 2021, FBI Los Angeles Metropolitan Task Force on Violent Gangs launched an investigation into Henley's criminal enterprise, the Big U Enterprise, and its association with the Rolling Stones.
Man, Operation Dirty Draws, man. That's what y'all got to change this, man. Either to Operation Dirty Draws or Operation Check-In. There ain't no drawdown, man. Unless it's draws down. He probably did that because he was extorting people. Yeah, Operation Draws Down. He pulling up on you, make you pull your draws down and give all your...
60s neighborhood Crips street gang, the Rolling 60s, which the Los Angeles Metro Task Force Against Violent Gangs, began investigating in August of 2020. The Big U Enterprise is a mafia-like organization that utilizes Henley's stature and long-standing association with the Rolling 60s and other street gangs to intimidate businesses and individuals in Los Angeles. The Big U Enterprise is led by Henley.
Operation Dirty Draws, man.
You just heard about Henley. Henley is a self-admitted member and original gangster, or OG, of the Rolling 60s, a violent criminal street gang with associated sets in several other states. Henley is widely regarded as a leader within the Rolling 60s. Now, Eugene Henley.
Man, I don't know how Eugene slid up as a leader, man. This dude brain, I told y'all, man, is the size of a peanut, man. How can the blind lead the blind, man? Come on now.
Known as Big U.
I wouldn't let this dude lead their gang, man. Come on, man.
AKA Unk, a.k.a. Draws, a.k.a. Hannibal.
Listen, the gang gonna have to have a board meeting, man. The gang gonna have to have a board meeting, man. The leaders ain't, come on now. We gotta get some better leaders than this, man. Come on now.
a.k.a. Hannibal Muhammad, a.k.a. Anybody Killer, a.k.a. Dave Austin, a.k.a. Anyway, there's so many aliases.
Man, this boy had more names than Diddy.
Right? When they start reading that shit in open court, it doesn't look good for you. AKA.
It don't, man. That's why I try to tell these fools, these jailhouse lawyers that come on the internet. These folks can do what they want to do. If you make it look like that, they gonna take it as that. It ain't no such thing, oh, I was just playing, I was just doing this. If you make it look like that, it's good enough to them to get you. You made it look like that. Oh, we don't care about, oh, we just playing, oh, he was just doing this, y'all so stupid, y'all didn't get what he was saying. We don't have to get it. Yeah, we don't have to. They don't have to get it, bro. They don't have to get it. All they need is you saying it. Loose lip cannon. All they need is him saying it, man.
Bear Claw. For a violation of 18 U.S. Code Section 1962D, racketeering, influence, and corrupt organizations, conspiracies. And what they're doing now is they're treating them like organized crime. It makes it easier to prove and to get them off the street. And I guarantee you some of these guys are probably already in prison. How do they build a case like this? Well, how do you think? Two ways. Snitching and self-snitching. So
this is a lawyer telling you now. This man got he's a lawyer telling you to stop telling on yourself. Now, there's a lawyer telling you to stop self-snitching, man. The man they told on themselves.
The sources to build the case include confidential human sources, surreptitious recordings, in other words, wiretapping.
And for everybody that, be on the street stuff and using that word goofy, y'all got to stop it, man. Y'all got to stop it because the stuff y'all doing is more goofy than goofy can get. Y'all goofier than goofy. For real, man.
Including Title III wiretaps, search warrants for social media, iCloud and Google accounts, financial records from both individuals and companies and organizations, toll records showing communications between conspirators, victims, and Big U Enterprise members and associates, cell site location information from numerous phones, including Henley's, these guys, City of Los Angeles records, public filings, and other publicly available information, and interviews of witnesses.
Big U Enterprise. This dude tried to organize a check-in business, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. These dudes turned themselves in, man. Come on, man. We got to come on now.
And victims. The investigation employed various additional investigative techniques, including surveillance, vehicle tracking, poll cameras, recording devices, interaction with confidential sources, and information gleaned through undercover purchases of firearms.
And see, you got Brick Baby, right? You got Brick Baby on No Jumper. He calling in, still talking about stepping on stuff, still talking about what they do to people. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because Brick Baby already working with them. When they came and picked them up, the deal was already signed. They had to make it look like that, man. You think this man gonna still be calling in on no jumper, running his mouth if he ain't had no deal? This man already been locked in, him and Loose Cannon. And when Loose Cannon came out saying what he's saying, that was just enough for them to go arrest Big U, man. They took them boys down living comfortably. You see how Brick Baby called in with no worries at all. That boy sitting in the back office. He probably ain't even in the cell. I'm telling you now.
Narcotics. So they're going to have video and audio of transactions. You know, oh, here's some guns. Guess what happens with a gun? It's a 5-year mandatory minimum on top of whatever the underlying conviction.
Now, Wack, you was out here talking about that gun stuff, boy. But we already know, Wack. That was part of the program. To make us think you down with it, bro. You're not down with nothing, bro. You're not down with nothing, man. Y'all seen that fight Wack had and when he swung on them two white boys? Man, that probably was a show. Because them looked like off-duty police officers. Them look like people he worked with, man. Come on, man. You got to make me look tough out here, man. Let me hit you in your jaw. Come on, man. No charges, no nothing was filed. When you ever hit a white boy and got away with it? Let me know now. Come on, man. Anybody. Man, you don't get up out of here, man. That dude is the police.
Conviction is. It's called 924C. And the issue with this is this is going to be a document-intensive case and a discovery-intensive case. It's not going to just be talking. You know, it's not going to just be witnesses. But they're going to have plenty of those, too.
Plenty. You see all them organizations this man showed at the beginning? That's coming for them. It's no mystery, man. All these people didn't come together because they ain't have nothing, man. Big U. Listen, man. I don't wish jail on nobody but the bad people. I don't think Big U gonna ever see the streets again, man. The dude is a 30-time felon, man. They want him. They using Brick Baby. And they already gave them niggas immunity, man. Them niggas talking, man. They already done gave them. They still calling in on shows, telling about what they're doing to people and stuff. They laughing behind them. This was Operation Take Down Dirty Draws, man. Y'all don't see what's going on?
So just when you think your brother next to you is your friend, all of a sudden he shows up on the witness stand because he's fucked if he doesn't. So the United States District for the Central District of California.
Yes, ma'am. Gunner. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But, hey, right now, this saved yourself time for these dudes.
Authorized multiple Title III wire and electronic interception orders for telephones being used by certain subjects of the investigation, including Henley and some of these other guys. The court also authorized interception of audio and visual nonverbal conduct via
Big Dummy. Big U, Big U, Big U.
Via closed-circuit TV through installation of video and audio bugs in a location. So what does that tell you? I mean, remember what got John Gotti? There was a surreptitious recordings that they had the social club. Well, they went up above the social club that they had, and they were hanging out in this woman's apartment. And they put the recording devices in that apartment, and John Gotti is heard on the recording wanting to order a hit on somebody. So let me tell you something about the federal government. The federal government is patient, motivated.
Exactly. So when they come, they got you. They got you, man. When they come, they already got you, man. They patient. They build these cases for years. They work on these cases for years. Like he say, they very patient. It was all this stuff I've told y'all in the last video. This all the stuff. But I just wanted, I know most of y'all get it, but the ones that don't get it, I'm getting an attorney right here that fight this type of stuff every day to explain to you how they play. They do what they want to do.
And
y'all don't want to hear from me because I'm just a regular street dude that most of y'all ain't going to listen to. The wise ones already know what I'm talking about is real. So that's why I let the attorney explain what I'm talking about.
We're talking about, probably a 5-year investigation. No Jumper, which we were on No Jumper, or I was on, Michael and I were on No Jumper a while.
You better watch out, lawyer. Don't go back on there. You might have a RICO against your boy.
A while back. they released a statement. In addition to DJ Vlad, also expressed shock at the allegations against Big U, which he denied. In fact, Vlad claimed that Henley alleged that he was never part of the Rolling 60s neighborhood Crips gang at the center of the RICO case. He also suggested that snitches and the spread of incriminating evidence on social media is what possibly led to this. Not only
self-snitching. No, it's self-snitching, man. Everybody told on themselves, man. They're going to be in the court pointing fingers at each other. Yeah, he did it. Me. They're going to be going like this. Yeah, he did it. These dudes tell so much. They going to tell on themselves, man.
Not any.
They already did.
Specific media coverage. All the, and here's the thing. The media doesn't cover this shit at all. I don't ever hear.
Brick Baby and Loose Cannon been building this case for months and years, man. Come on now.
Hear anything about this. All these statements line up with Adam 22's response to similar accusations claiming that No Jumper had nothing to do with the case. The outlet's name reportedly...
Yes, they have. They came on their platform and gave everything. And listen, y'all, Brick Baby, that's why he's saying all that Atlanta stuff and all that. He was trying to get them boys jammed up in Atlanta. Who knows? He could have been the one. He said he went and started the gang in Atlanta. You get what I'm saying? And then right after that, Thug them called a RICO. We don't know. He the one who put the RICO on him. Because they working, man. They working overtime. They got Big U now. A RICO, come on, man.
He appeared various times in the indictment due to Brick Baby's previous work with them. So this is Adam 22. I'm not seeing anything that says anything. I'm not seeing anything that says anything about stuff he did in the last 2 years since he's been fucking with us. Adam 22 said of Brick Baby. I do employ people from the streets. People from the streets sometimes get caught up in federal RICO indictments or whatever the fuck this shit is. We're going to be documenting the whole...
Adam turning on all of them. Wack keep thinking Adam is friend. Ain't no loyalty, man. Adam ain't... Excuse me, y'all. Adam ain't finna give up all he got going on. You know what I'm saying? All the pornos, all the, the good, having good times with the women. The No Jumper shows, you making all the money out of these dumb fools that keep catching these cases. You know what I'm saying? Because they getting them out of there. You didn't pay them for a short amount of time, and then the case come. Because that's what he do. He reeling him and Vlad. They reel you in, get the case, get you up out of here. Then, listen, they making money on top of money. Because when you get caught, they showing a flashback of what you were saying to get you caught. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no mystery, man.
Whole thing, helping them along the way. Anybody acting like this is because of No Jumper. No Jumper is the antidote. Man. So there you go with that. So what is the responsibility of media outlets when it comes to figures like Big U manufacturing an air of intimidation in the rolling 60s? If these media outlets employ people from the gangs that are at risk, well, what is the responsibility? I mean, one of the things, if somebody comes on your program and they release information, or if they have their own podcast, anything they say is fair game. It's statements of a party opponent.
Yeah, that's true, right? But when he's saying Brick Baby is his employee. So you should watch, you know what I'm saying? He should watch what he say if that's his employee. Look, man, don't come on here with woo-woo-woo. And then when he do that, look, take the tape down, stop the video right then, and, yo, you fired, bro. You fired. Before I get you locked up since you're an employee, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to take that down. You fired, bro, because you got loose lips, man. You just keep talking. Adam invited him back to say more. Adam encouraged a lot of that stuff. Made him talk about it. Hey, man, what are the situations with boo-boo-boo? Every time he got into something, Adam had him on that couch asking him about it. Come on, man. He's the police too, man.
So
and whack you next.
It comes into evidence. And here's why it's important when you see the pervasive nature of what these guys are doing. They ran a thing called a check-in.
And Vlad mad because Adam getting the badge of honor, man. He took down more, I think. See, Adam, while we were looking at Vlad, Adam was over there really getting them took down. Adam was over there really getting them RICOs going, boy. Because Adam really had them talking, man. He was asking the question. He was having, they were going, man. He let them go wild over there, man. He let them go wild.
And so, and this is in the indictment. Henley and the Big U Enterprises are widely known for requiring what's called a check-in for out-of-town entertainers or gang members in Los Angeles. So if you have a big enough organization, the Rolling 60s was decent size, and you are intimidating people like anybody.
Big stupid dude, man, go get a job, man. People out here working hard for their money, you know what I'm saying, trying to have nice things in life, and this big farting stupid dude want to sit up and fart and come take people money, man. Don't want to work for nothing, man. Come on, man. It don't go like that, bro. It don't go like that.
That's coming into town. As Henley described in the docuseries, if I don't answer the phone, it can be death for someone else. Everywhere, there's someone like me.
When you want to take something from somebody, man, that show you how much hustle skills you got. You worthless. Just like Nip said. You don't have a clue. You don't do nothing. He said you don't do nothing. Who are you? You don't do nothing. Come on, man. When you a guy like, you don't do nothing. So you got to put down all this type of stuff. You don't do nothing, man.
And you can't put a monetary value on his touch in hip-hop. After more than 3 decades as Rolling 60s members and several years managing famous hip-hop artists, Henley was widely regarded as an original gangster or OG. In the docuseries, record producer Andre Young, a.k.a. Dr. Dre, explained that it's very helpful to have an OG who can clear the streets with this operating environment.
Hey, Dre done snitched on him, didn't even know it. He an OG that could clear the streets. Now they looking like, how can he clear the streets? Why people so scared of him? How he jump out and just say, hey, clear the street and everybody move? We got to look into that and see what he doing.
Henley instituted the concept of the check-in when hip-hop artists and other celebrities visit Los Angeles. So here's how it works. The individual must check in or meet with the local street representative of said city to pay a tax or a fee for permission to both to move about freely and to have an event or conduct business in that other city without the risk of harassment or, I mean, doesn't it sound just like the fucking mafia? It sounds just like it if it's happening. Keep in mind,
he tried to organize it like that, but the difference between him and the mafia, Big U would store a nigga for anything he can get. $35, $45, $1,000 here, $1,000 there. Mafia was getting that big money, man. They want 50% of your business, man. Big U was the worst extorter ever. If you go to Big U and say, hey, man, I ain't got your money, but I got some gum and a bag of chips back there, man. Yeah. But that's good enough for now. I'll be back. And then he come back again. Hey, look, man, I got 2 king-size bags of Doritos back there. Ain't got. I'll take it, as long as I'm extorting something.
they deserve the presumption of innocence. Now, all we're doing is just reporting on what the indictment says.
So, dude, brain is small, man.
We're not putting a comment on the guilt or innocence of any particular person. So let's continue. While Henley and other supporters attempt to persuade the public that the check-in provides safety and security for those who...
Man, they say Big U extorted the house people, man. They say this man bullied his way into a loan. They gave him a house loan because they were scared. Man, I need that man as my agent, man. I need him as my agent, man. I got a couple houses I'm looking at. I need him to go scare the mess out of them because I never heard that before. You scare the bank and the bank gonna give you a loan. Yeah, I seen that in one of the reports, man. Come on, man. He's scared the NFL. That's why they put his son on the football team. But now he locked up, they gonna kick him out.
Do so,
Tell you
as set forth herein. Henley and Big U Enterprise also manufacture the very danger they purport to protect. In other words, you don't pay the tax, you're going to pay the price. So let's just continue a little bit more. And I know I'm kind of reading a lot here, but it's kind of important so you get a flavor of what they're talking about. Henley also provided examples of individuals who do not check in with him until it's too late, such as the rap artist Taquan Terrell Bowman, a.k.a. Quando Rondo, when Henley discussed in another interview who was later targeted in a murder-for-hire plot where his associate was killed. When defending this practice in interviews, Henley had interviews. What is that? That's self-snitching. When defending
the boy had interviews, went on promo runs for the check-in business, man. Come on now.
In this practice in interviews, Henley has stated that it is no different than when a Learjet flies over the United States airspace.
Man, even when they got a publicist, to promote his check-in business.
Space. They want to know who you are. You're not a fucking government organization.
Sure ain't. They want to know who you are, so you ain't flying no plane over the United States to drop a bomb, bro. What is you talking about? You green? What is you talking about? Useless? Come on, man.
Baby, I mean, you're just not. Henley said his practice is no different, which I believe indicates that he purports to own and control Los Angeles through the Big U enterprise. So he said,
hey, Enterprise rental car turned to men. Every time people kept looking up Enterprise, it was going to Big U Enterprise, and they were calling the number like, yeah. You need a rental car? Yeah, I got you. It's going to cost you $5,000. Yeah, you come to L.A.? Yep. The hotel, everything. It's going to cost you $5,000 a day. For a rent. Oh, this Enterprise? Yeah, this Big U Enterprise.
Now Henley had his own fucking podcast called The Check-In. So you're not so there's no such thing as check-in? Let's talk about your podcast called The Check-In. The opening theme, when you hop off the plane, check in.
And see, this is stuff these dudes is talking about. Oh, man, you know what he meant by that? The jury, the judge, the prosecutor is not going to, they know what he meant. They know what he was trying to say, get at, whatever. Whatever you try to say, he was trying to get at. But they don't care. What it look like is what it is, bro. Y'all better learn that, man. What it look like, that's what it is. If you got balls enough to say, yeah, I did that, I stepped on that dude, and you just playing trying to get some internet fame and likes and stuff, you got another thing coming, bro. These white folks learn how to use that against you now. It ain't no just I'm talking. I was just talking, man. Nah, man, they ain't killed Tupac. I was just trying to get some money on the part. They don't hear that, man. Because let me tell y'all something. When it comes to a dude talking, this one thing the people, most of the viewers at home, you smart ones get it. Some of them don't. This is one thing you got to understand. When these dudes come out talking, right, the feds already got the puzzle. Damn, they ain't there finished. They like doing a puzzle. But it's that missing piece, right, that they, you know what I'm saying, when you're making a puzzle, you done lost one piece to it, and you looking all over for that missing piece. But when you find it, bingo, the puzzle is complete. So when these dudes come out here talking, and then they put that missing piece into that puzzle that, you know what I'm saying, that fit, they're like, oh, we found the piece. Everything lined up now. From the little things they saying out their mouth, man. From the little things. It ain't about what I think. It ain't about what you think. It ain't about what they think. It's about what they can use against you, my brother, or my sister, or whoever. It's about what they can use against you. If it look good enough, they gonna use it.
Penthouse suite, check in. When your feet hit the street, check in. Because if you're not, shit get hot. You better check in. And who said that? This is the beginning of his podcast.
Snoop running now, boy. Snoop running like a mug, boy. I'm telling you now. Snoop is running.
When you hop off the plane, check in. Penthouse suite, check in. When your feet hit the street, check in. Cause if not, shit get hot, you better check it in.
Welcome to the West Side. Checking in.
Yep, he sure just checked in the West Side unit in the county jail.
Welcome to the West Side. Checking in. The indictment describes an incident involving rappers Wiz Khalifa, T.I. Harris, and other artists who were booked to appear at Los Angeles nightclubs, right? And Henley demanded $30,000 cash from the promoter plus 30% of the proceeds at the fucking door. The rappers were no-shows, but Henley demanded the money anyway. And so, I mean, this is just your typical Mafia shakedown. I mean, it's they didn't invent this.
That's it. They didn't invent it. I said, I mean, it's just typical Mafia shakedown, man. That's all this is, man. Organized crime, man. Come on, it's nothing different with what he was doing other than the money. I told you he was taking $30 and $40. Mafia came and take 40, 50,000, 40 million. You know what I'm saying? This dude was just doing it for peanuts. He trying to get cell phone bill money, man.
The Italians did it a long time ago. Henley reportedly said that they were going to be 5,000 in his motherfucker, and that's going to be pulling up. And if we got to tear the motherfucker up, we're going to tear it up. So be ready for that. Be ready for that. Bring me the money. So when the rappers didn't show up, Henley and his associates took the promoter into the back room of the club where they were paid 30 grand. 30 grand for nothing.
The proof is in the pudding. You don't think all these people gonna testify he done took their money? Come on, man. Because I'm gonna tell you why I know all of them gonna testify. A dude take 30 from me and there ain't no get back. Come on, man. When it ain't no get back, they ain't built like that. They gonna let the law handle it. They showing up. They showing up. So all these pieces, all the puzzle been put together, man. They just needed the missing piece, I meant to say. And that's Loose Lips and Brick Crazy. Because he crazy the way he talking. He still talking, but he ain't too crazy because he know who he working with. They trying to make it like they tough guys, but they already working, man. It's gonna come out. Just like that, come on, man, that case he called in Atlanta. And they say the feds picked that up. You know what I'm saying? So Brick Baby probably already been working. Been working, man. Don't let these guys fool you, man. Dude been working, man.
According to a cooperating witness, a.k.a. a snitch, AB and his associates fixed the dice game and cheated NBA players out of millions of dollars using teased dice. You know, I mean, you don't hear.
I heard that what was going on when Takeoff got killed. That stuff, man. Come on, man. These guys are so cricket, man. I swear, man.
Some guys you don't hear of going out for work. You know what work is. It's women. Following that game, Henley directed a group of Big U Enterprise associates to rough up AB, who did not check in with Henley, and to get the money back from them on behalf of the NBA players. Multiple persons involved in the incident who were interviewed by the feds, including former NBA players, confirmed that Henley was paid $100,000 for negotiating a return of the debt. In another 2022 incident, NBA players got into it with boxer AB after AB cheated a current NBA star out of $1.5 million and a former NBA All-Star out of $5 million. God, Henley charged the NBA players $100,000 to get their money back from AB.
Boy, that dude was good, boy. Wasn't he? Boy, he was good, boy. Come on now. And AB, you crazy, boy. How did they get 1.55? So, hey, listen, any million, boy, it's going to be a drawdown, boy. You think they just call Operation Draw. It's going to be a drawdown, boy. You come try and take some millions from me. Straight up.
The current and former NBA All-Stars star players were identified as Draymond Green of the Golden State Warriors and retired NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal. I mean, these are not little dollars we're talking about. And these aren't little figures
that's how he got all them houses, man.
We're talking about.
Checking in is just a way of
Loose lips, y'all.
letting people know where you're at so you can get robbed.
That's fact. We know when you're getting off the plane, we know what hotel or Airbnb you're going to. You shouldn't do it at all. Come on the plane.
This is the worst timing of I never seen nothing like this, y'all, but I'm going to let it finish playing.
Get 2 hotel rooms, one for partying in and then one to sleep in. And do not get no Airbnb. That's easy access. These young, they're starving.
In all my years of being on the streets, living in the hood, living in the project, I've never seen nothing like it. Never seen nothing like this in my life. This is some new stuff, boy. This is some new stuff, man.
Checking in.
What the fuck? That's
even the lawyer like, what is going on with these new guys? What? Do you hear this dude?
good advice, and I would tell anybody to do the same thing. So so I am the task master at telling everybody not to self-snitch. But this whole check-in thing is part of the control and organization that is a foray into other crimes.
Movie production in the hood.
Big dummy.
That's how we do it, young man.
These guys laid the case out for themselves. Just pay attention now. We breaking it down. The lawyer breaking it down. These guys laid out the whole case. So next time y'all think about saying somebody told on them, somebody telling, somebody snitching, just wait. Just pay attention now.
Our flight, baby. Security.
GB running this here movie set in the hood.
Never seen nothing like it.
Coming out here and checking in with GB, getting these movies done. You better.
Never seen nothing like this from an OG, man. They supposed to know better. Bro did 15 years. Been out 21 and ain't learned nothing. Come on, bro.
So how are you going to say that there's no such thing as a check-in when you're doing a
When you implicating it. You saying right there, man. You man.
snitching video saying that they're checking in?
Anytime you want to do movies in the hood, just check it in. We can make sure it's done. Movies, videos. But if you don't check it in,
Oh well, just gonna check your ass out.
we're gonna check you in, all right? We're gonna check in all of your equipment.
Now, come on, man. Come on, man. Nobody shouldn't be saying free Big U. Leave them there, man. Nobody shouldn't be saying that. No, it's people out there that's saying it. It's people out there that, trust me. It's people out there that's saying, a couple of them that came in my comments talking about free Big U. You know what I'm saying? Man, listen, man. You shouldn't be able to say that unless you do just like him. Well, go tell on yourself. Come on, man. Listen to this dude, man. Any dude that look up to this dude, man, man, I don't know what's wrong with your brain.
We're gonna check in all of your equipment.
And the I think the Jewish people call it chutzpah. You know, I mean, the chutzpah that you have, and he's laughing, and because guess what? If it ain't online, it didn't happen, right? And so, I mean, that is what we have, what we call total self-snitching. So, but I mean, that's not the only one. So Big U says to Flacco that if he wants to visit the Rolling 30s territory, he has to make a donation to the hood. Big U tells him that it's $1,500 if he wants to make that happen.
$1,500. This boy was the pettiest hustler I ever seen. Boy, he'll take anything, man. This man taking snack cakes and all, man. Whatever you got, he taking it. Long as it make him feel good on the check-in. He gave me something, man. I don't care. It was a quarter bag of chips and a quart of water, man. Hey, listen, it was something. I made him check in though.
Another. Should we go see if we have to go there and not check in? No, I'm not fucking doing that. So we did.
Go on there, lawyer, man. Trust me. They only mess with us. People that came out the hood that made a life for themselves, trying to do better, they ain't even mess with you. They gonna look at you and say, man, leave that white boy alone. He probably the police. That's what they gonna do. But when they see us, it's all mean mug. I be so happy to see my people, man, like when I go to function. And sometimes it just weird me out how some of the dudes just look at you and just mean mug you for nothing and just want a problem for nothing with their own people, man. Be happy to see a person that your own kind sometime, man. It's like they get mad when they see another black person come around. You ain't got to do nothing to them. Want a mean mug and look all mean like, yeah, I wish this dude would. Man, nobody on that, man. Live life, man. Support your people, man. Everywhere we go. Man, I just had an incident, right? I'm at the fair. And this dude, I don't know what's going on with this dude, man, right? I ain't paying him no mind. But just the whole mean mugging thing, you get what I'm saying? Like, bruh, all that mean mugging, so I'm looking back at him like, bruh, listen, you don't know who you mean mugging, bruh. I can get on that type of time. But listen, I'm out here with my family, bruh. You see me out here with my family. I'm not trying to be on no mean mugging somebody I don't even know, bro. You dudes are too jealous-hearted, man. Too envious. You see a person, and then you don't do that to other people, man. You ought to do it to your own kind, man. I walk through the hood right now, I'm not going to be protected. So why I'm going to keep protecting the hood, man? If I walk through the hood right now, it's going to be hood dudes looking at me like, what the nigga doing? But let the light man, let any kind of, other color come through there, they're not messing with it. That's what I'm trying to tell him. He could go through there. Because the first thing they would say, you better leave that white boy alone. He could be the police. But they see me, get that nigga. That's how, come on, man. When we gonna wake up? We hurting each other, man.
Did some work on Quando Rock.
And this is no racist statement because I got white friends. You know what I'm saying? So this is for the ignorant people that think I'm, racist or something. I got white friends that say, tell them, you need to talk to your people, man. I don't understand why black people hate each other so much. This is what they tell me. They ask me these questions, man, and I got to answer them in a good way to make us look good and make us not look so bad. Come on, man.
In the past, And in early 2021, Big U, who is a well-known figure in the Los Angeles gang culture and a former Rolling
But at the end of the day, it's bad. It's bad. We hate each other, man. It's bad.
60s Crip, probably current, spoke about Quando Rondo reaching out to him for protection after the King Von shooting in November 2020.
Instead of this big dummy trying to defuse it, this kid coming to you saying, hey, man, I don't want no problem, woo, woo, woo. Let me defuse it. Well, regardless of what's going on, this is how OGs in the hood, this is how they work. This is how they work now.
Quando Rondo was affiliated with NBA Youngboy's crew, was involved in the altercation where King Von was killed by Quando Rondo associate Lil Tim. Big U mentioned in an interview that Quando Rondo had contacted him for support, but only after the situation had escalated. Why the fuck would you say that on camera? I mean,
on camera.
This Big U is just he likes his celebrity status.
The youngsters get out, and then they have to have an experience before they realize I should have checked in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or I should have called, or I should have been moving.
Here's why that check-in thing is so important to their organization. It is. And
you fools talking about, man, you know what he's trying to say. The jury ain't gonna buy it. The judge ain't gonna buy it. The prosecutor ain't gonna buy it. They ain't gonna listen to, I get what he's trying to say. It ain't no get. If you said it, that's what it is.
A steady stream of cash flow.
And it came out the horse's mouth.
You don't check in, I don't collect the tax.
A certain way. And so they get out, and they might be under your banner, but then they not respecting the banner. They ain't calling you. They got your number. Mm-hmm. They know who you is, but they feel like they bigger than the program. And you got a lot of dudes, like when I was here last time, that claim my neighborhood that's in this music shit, but they don't really fuck with us.
Nah, bro, you thought you was bigger than the program. You thought you was bigger than the government.
Till it's a problem, then they call him. Like Quando Rondo, I just showed Envy. Like, you can't call me now. You can't call me when the fire hot. Mm-hmm. You didn't fuck with me before that. You know what I mean? You have my number.
Tell me that just doesn't sound like control. And that is what the indictment is trying to prove.
Do the whole mess.
And the government is trying.
And they're going to prove it, all these videos. Loose Cannon, Brick Baby, Big U telling on himself. Come on, man.
Trying to prove.
You could have called me, you could have did all that. You know what I mean? But, he was around about, but how is that fair to me? How is that?
I mean, here's the deal. If I was going into L.A., into their territory, I suppose, I probably would check in just because you wouldn't want the hassle of and the repercussion of not checking in.
And you probably shouldn't have to, and that's what the Fed's looking at. Why? What are you checking in with him for? We the one you got to check in to when you pay them taxes. We the only person you need to check in to. It's just somebody out here talking about y'all need to check into them. Hold on, they stepping on our toes now.
And that's what they're designed to do. It's like he forgot what he was doing was illegal. I mean, and it's total self-snitching.
Big dummy.
Every one of these videos, every one of these Instagram posts, every one.
I never seen an OG this dumb. I never seen an OG this dumb, especially one that did 15. I ain't never seen an OG this dumb, man.
Of these, you gotta check in or it's gonna get hot, all that shit.
Man, tell you the truth, man, I'd be ashamed to claim this man said. Anything he got something involved with, how he telling on himself, telling on the game, I'd be ashamed, man, to even say I know this dude. For real, man, on some street stuff. I'd be ashamed, dog.
Shit is gonna bite him in the ass. Loose Cannon, he was, and now this episode has been deleted, evidently. He was a No Jumper. He talks about the robbery of a dispensary. What gets said in the podcast ends up in the indictment.
Why they deleting stuff? Don't they know it's already recorded, these podcasts? Somebody got it somewhere, man. Once you drop it on the internet, it's got. That's it. That's why I say Adam should think about that beforehand. Because it's somebody recording when y'all live. So, you know what I'm saying? You supposed to have restrictions on that, man. Metal detector by the door if you're going to be dealing with street dudes, man. Straight up, security on deck. Straight up.
Watch this.
So basically it's like, cause he'll be like, he'll manipulate things. Like, we'll go and do something, and the same niggas we do it to, show up to the house like 10 minutes later when we trying to, you know, counting everything, right?
And you think in court they're gonna say, yeah, he was just talking. If you said you did it, you did it. I don't care if it's a game. If you said you did it, guess what? You gotta hold yourself to it. You did it.
We be like, how the fuck they get that? Oh, well, we're gonna just give them like $40,000 back and stuff like that. But cause it's actually putting us in paperwork, right? And
why in the hell are you saying this on? I mean, if you're so smart to rob somebody and get big money, how come you're not smart enough to keep your fucking money?
That's one thing I could respect about my city, man. In other cities too, it's the same way. No disrespect to nobody else's city. I'm just talking about mine right now because there's a bunch of other. I've been around the world, and you know, there's a lot of solid cities out there, man. You know what I'm saying? I could be all day naming them. But one thing I could respect about Miami, we done had more criminal activity going on probably more than any city, man. I'm talking about with all the dope game, all that stuff. You don't hear these guys out here telling dope game stories like that, man. I don't know what got into these guys in L.A., and L.A. is solid. Them dudes out there is solid. They ain't on that. These are clowns on the internet. Trust me. L.A. move like Miami move, man. They ain't finna be on talking about none of that stuff, man. They don't appreciate what these clowns doing, I'm telling you now. Them real dudes in the streets of L.A. do not appreciate this. They don't. But they not podcasters, just like the dudes in Miami. They not finna come on no podcast and explain to you that they don't agree with that. Because that's talking. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna keep it solid in the streets. When they catch these dudes, you know what I'm saying, it's whatever. It'd be a race between them and the police. Don't think dudes in L.A. soft. I know that for a fact they ain't soft. You know what I'm saying? These dudes trying to make them look like that. But it's just like Miami, man. Listen, the real ones ain't finna come talk about this. You don't see no podcaster talking about, yeah, man. No, man. It don't go like that. Now, that's what you call goofy. To the young kid, that's what's goofy. Not glorifying that stuff and sitting there listening to these dudes like, oh, he's an OG. I believe everything he's saying. If he came to talk about it, you shouldn't listen to nothing he said. He's a fool. He's a fool.
Mouth shut.
And like doing like real police shit. I seen the nigga get like 20 guns. And when he got 20 guns, he's selling them to the homies. But I'm like, why are you writing down the serial numbers?
Wack was with him.
So it's like, he was doing like shit like that, and I didn't catch on. So it was like, I'm waking up now. You get what?
Look at Wack face. Wack scared, man. You had to mention the guns, man. Come on, man. I already said I had something to do with that too. Man, come on, dog. You gonna mention that? He looking at loose cannon. As you look at Wack, he's trying to almost get his face in front of loose cannon face to stop him from talking like, shut up. You're telling too much.
What I'm saying, because
you've been asleep a long fucking time.
I'm high-tech shit.
I'm his right-hand man. You get what I'm saying?
Is it? That's some high-tech shit there, boy. I'm telling you, boy. Yeah, boy, they coming to get you next, boy. But they probably not, because this probably was all part of Wack plan, man, to take Big U down. Him, Loose Cannon, and Brick. You get what I'm saying? Wack probably worked out a deal with, look, I ain't doing anything. I ain't even going behind the bar. Use Brick and Loose Cannon. I'm too old for that. I ain't finna be fighting with them dudes. I done said a lot of stuff on the internet. But Brick and Luke, they kind of younger, you know, and they go in there. Let them take the fall and then let them slide out the back door. But all of them working together, y'all.
So when it came down to like dirt and stuff like that,
I'm his right-hand man. How do you back off?
Keyword!
Off of that when you're in trial?
Like that, I'm gonna get it. Do you get what I'm saying? And then, like...
Dude, been working, man. I never seen nothing like this in my life, man. Only in the confession room when they think nobody ain't listening. I never seen a dude come to the internet when he know everybody listening and tell like this, man. Come on, man. They working.
One day, you know why he wanted to get a dude.
But a lot of people ain't mad, man. A lot of people, when you getting these slimy dudes off the street, Wack, you next. We ain't mad. Now, Wack, if you were doing all this and just to take Big U down, the Nipsey Hussle stuff, we might forgive you, man, if it was part of the plan to get useless out of here. But let us know, man.
I don't like it when you do things that hurt you. I mean, I just don't. But give me a break. Now listen to this. This
dude bit you, I swear, man. It's like mind-boggling because everything I told y'all this dude was, right? And it was far-fetched. Like, people were like, man, bitch, you ain't do that. Man, bitch, you ain't that. And then all this stuff unfolded. It shocked me, too. Like, whoa, I was on the money.
From the indictment, okay? We went from that video clip now to the indictment. According to Victim 1, when Victim 1 arrived at Henley's Arlington premises, Robinson, Williams, and other robbers were there, as were the proceeds of the robbery. Inside, Henley told Victim 1, "That's how you rob yourself." Henley then demanded $10,000 from Victim 1 to ensure other robberies did not occur. Henley also directed Victim 1 to identify other businesses or dispensaries that could be similar.
This dude had the business going, didn't he? He telling him that, hey, identify other businesses. I give him a discount. If says I charge you 10, I give him a discount. Here go a couple coupons, the check-in coupon. You let them know. 10. Listen, it's going for 10 right now. You know what I'm saying? But since you paid 10, I give him a discount. And guess what? Next month you get a discount. Instead of 10, you have to give me 9. But since you paid 10 this month, here go a coupon for them to get. For 9, you know what I'm saying? Tell them, man, that coupon doesn't last for 10 days. It's about to be over with. You know what I'm saying? You want that discount, man. Hey, after that day, it's going to be $30,000 now.
Robbed and assured Victim 1 that the big UN...
Man, hey, listen, I think somewhere in this video, the dude said, if I ain't mistaken, Big, you had contracts and all for this check-in stuff. Just bad nigga comes in. Okay, look, I'm robbing you. You getting robbed. But you're going to have to sign on this piece of paper and assure me this robbery is going to go well. You're going to give me my money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to come back the first of every month and you're going to have everything. This is a check-in contract. $10,000 every month just because you cooperated. You know what I'm saying? The one that don't cooperate, they're going to have to suffer the consequences, man. They're going to be a lot more now.
Enterprise would compensate him for identifying any robberies. And if you do that, you're in Dutch with them as well. Henley then provided a portion of the robbery proceeds back to. Oh, by the way, you can have some of your fucking money back. But here's why this is important. Now, remember, we just watched that video clip. Williams later admitted
that dude had dudes calling people. Hey man, I'm going to LA, man. I gotta check in, man. You ain't got no coupons, man. None of them big you check-in coupons, man. Yeah, the one. Yeah, hey, man, I ain't trying to pay 20, man. I give him by 10, man. Yeah, give me one of them coupons, man, what he gave you, man.
To this robbery and the aftermath on a podcast. On the No Jumper podcast, after stating that Williams was Henley's right-hand man, Williams explained, so basically he'll manipulate things. We'll go and do something, and then the same fellas we do it to show up at the house like 10 minutes later as we're trying to count everything. You know, we just saw that. So that wound up in the indictment. So you can't make this shit up. And you can't make it any easier for law enforcement. So central...
You can't make it up when they telling you right what it is. You sure can't make it up.
The accusation.
That's why I don't understand some of these fools that be with these dudes. Talking, oh, man, you know what they're trying to say. Man, once again, I can't stop repeating this. The judge, the prosecutor, and the jury not going to understand. You said it, you did it, buddy. You said it, you did it. You got too many videos. It's too many you saying it, bro. I see one video out there, and he say, yeah, you know, I was just playing by, you know, we did this like Keefy D. It was one video out there. Yeah, man, I just told him, man offered me 10 grand to do the podcast. Man, I said anything, right? But like I said, the pieces to the puzzle again. If that piece fit their puzzle, it's over. And he should know if the piece gonna fit or not, right? If you've been involved. But he go on the podcast, not just one time. The man went on a whole tour, like Big U, the check-in tour. They went on the whole check-in tour, the whole tour telling everything, man. Books and all, man. And now when the boys come, they act like Scooby-Doo. Mm-hmm. Like they don't know what's going on, man. You wrote a book about it. You told everything, man. You snitched on the dead, the living, everything, man. Come on now.
In this indictment is the murder of a 21-year-old aspiring rapper signed to Henley's unique UNEEK label, a music label, Rayshawn Williams. According to court documents, the dispute escalated when Rayshawn recorded a diss track aimed at Henley, leading to an altercation that resulted in RW being shot, or Rayshawn Williams being shot and left dead in a ditch off of Interstate 15. So you've got, racketeering, you got
It's over!
extortion, you got murder, you got drugs, you got all kinds of things that are endemic. So, and this is where it talks about that in the indictment.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Big Baby, Brick Baby, and Loose Cannon, Loose Lips, Walt. They sinking ship, boy. Loose Lips sinking ship, boy. I wouldn't be surprised if these dudes walk. I'm telling you now.
On January 20, 2021, 5 days before the murder and 3 days before Henley and Robinson drove from Los Angeles to Las Vegas, RW recorded a diss, short for disrespect, song at NLVPD, later obtained. So they got the diss track. In it, RW, Rayshawn Williams, rapped about the person who had the money that RW would be shot in the face for thinking it's shit funny, and referenced a .38 revolver with no trace. And now this 21-year-old is fucking dead because he did this diss track. Based on my knowledge of this investigation and a conversation with others, I believe, and this is the agent in the affidavit, in this diss song, RW was dissing Henley, referring to Henley as the bro that makes some money.
And we really think he ain't do it to Nip. But we going to get into that too in a minute. Y'all, we going to get into that too.
And that the RW must get shot in the face, not with a shit pistol, but shot in the face with a .38, for thinking his lackadaisical use of the studio and general representation by unique music is funny. RW was shot days later in the face, apparently with a revolver, like a .38, that left no shell casings. That's one of the things that, if you shoot with a semi-automatic handgun, it spits out casings. If you shoot with a revolver, it keeps them in the gun, so you don't have any casings at the crime scene. Remember, so this is
so he shot the kid with the same thing the dude rapped about in a song. Like the dude said he gonna shoot Big U with a .38, and Big U got a .38 and shot him. And that's what I'm hearing. That's what it sounds like I'm hearing, y'all.
This is a multimedia
dirty dude, man.
Myriad of evidence. So you've got Henley himself stated on an intercepted call, I'm gonna use the word fella, can't no fella beef with me, fella, because if he do, I'm gonna kill him, period. I'm gonna murder him. That is...
Listen, man, the gang in jail shouldn't accept him, man. Ain't no way in the world y'all accepting this dude back in the gang, man. There's no way in the world. Oh, this dude done told too much, man. Come on now. I know hey, listen, I need to talk to a supervisor, man, in the Crips. I need to talk to a supervisor. I know it's somebody over him, man. Let me speak to his boss, because I know you ain't accepting this, man. Come on now.
That is his way of saying, I'm a badass. See, I'm the toughest fella, and here my body of work to prove it. So this isn't a song. This is not a song. This is, and I'm the only fella still killing fellas today. You fellas retire.
I need to speak to the head of the organization. I need to speak to a supervisor, man. The Crips is not going for this here, man. I know they not, man.
You fellas retired. I didn't. They understand that. So you've got him self-snitching on a phone call. So here's, it's because nobody's been watching him, and that's why he hasn't gotten caught so far. But now you've got at least one or two murders at least. You've got these defrauded charities and just takes the money and puts it right in his own account. You've got defrauding the city. You've got COVID funds. You've got and the theft part of this is really a pittance compared to the other thing.
It's over.
If you're convicted on that, you can get up to 20 years because that's the statutory limit on RICO. But if you take the murders and you can prove those murders up in connection, you can get life. And in some cases, you can get the death penalty federally.
Man, listen, like I think it was Wax said, 10 years is a death sentence to this dude. The dude is 60 years old. 10 years is a death sentence. You know what I'm saying? He been out there destroying people's snack cake, eating all bad and unhealthy. He ain't gonna make it 10 more. I'm telling you, man, look at him, man. I'm just, man, hey, I don't wish that on nobody, but hey, boy, listen.
Speaking, of course. So all I gotta tell you is we'll follow this. There's one more little tidbit.
Let's get into it.
In here, and that is the murder of Nipsey Hussle.
You talked about signing Nipsey. I mean, obviously.
Now keep in mind, y'all, this is the same clip I reacted to what this dude was doing. Y'all remember?
From being from the same area, how did you guys how did that end up, happening? And you told the story a lot before, so just kind of give us a quick,
Yeah.
If he had anything to do with this whatsoever, he shouldn't be talking about it.
My nephew TD, I was looking for artists. TD told me to go get Nip. I went and seek Nipped out of all the people I already been interviewing and talking to, and he was the shining light. He was the diamond in a pile of whatever.
Right.
He was a diamond. Let me respect to my other homies. He was a
man. This dude good with it. This dude is good with it. Now keep in mind, at this timing, he had done already took dude out. Already took little dude out. So he's sitting there with no remorse. He don't care about none of that, man. He don't care. He already took Nip out. He don't care nothing about none of that, man. Dude sitting here calm. He is a professional with this, man. A professional slime ball.
In a pile of other diamonds, but he
was a bigger diamond.
He was a shine.
Yeah. He was,
and then
he was the VVS.
He was the VVS.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we had made a couple of moves and was trying to move through a couple of doors, and I vastly found out that I couldn't go through these doors. So that's when I went and got Steve Lobel. And I went and got Steve, let Steve hear the music. Steve felt the same way I felt about the music. And I was like, boom. So I signed Nipsey to Unique Music, to my
slime ball.
It's UNEEK.
To Aramis Astrodome, to my label, to Unique Music. And then Steve was 10% management, and I was 10% management because it didn't make no sense for us to go get another manager.
Right.
And so we started pushing on that. So I signed him it was signed to a 10-year production contract, which started in 2009, which would end 2019.
Look how he said that 2019. And let me break that down for y'all, right? And the people will say, right, well, if he was finna be out the contract, you know what I'm saying, woo, why would Big U do that? And he was still saying, all this stuff here, they got a lot of excuses for Big U, a lot of people do, right? But y'all got to think about it, right? If a person died, this same thing they were trying to throw on Suge about Tupac. Who knows if whatever true, because the way the world going now, you never know. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff coming out. But if a person signed to you, and they signed to you into 2019, right? If they die, everything that they got coming out is going to be stuff from 2019 on back because they can't make new music. Who he was signed to during 2019 on back? Big U. So therefore, that's what they're talking about, victory lap and all that stuff there could be Big U because he was still signed to him. Nipsey can't make no stuff in 2021. He can't make no stuff in 2022. Now, y'all, if y'all understand what I'm saying. So if he died in 2019, everything that come out is 2019 stuff on back. Around the time he was signed to Big U. He can't make new stuff. So Big U will always get paid. That's what he's trying to say. And I'm pretty sure, quiet is kept behind closed doors, what he tried to get Wack to do, and Wack didn't do it and came out here talking about it, he's still probably trying. See, Sam don't talk that much. I bet Sam can tell you this dude's still trying to pursue lawsuits and everything against them. Quiet is kept. You get what I'm saying? But the family ain't finna come out talking like that. This dude is a snake.
Crazy.
Hello. But
There it is. See, he got the same clip I used because I ain't like that when he said, y'all remember when I reacted to it, that hello. Come on now. Dude telling you right there.
So you see that little hello. That's not a good look.
I ain't tripping off of that because, you know, it is what it is. But I do have that. You know what I mean? So,
wait, so your deal with Nipsey was 10 years?
It was 10 years.
It was a 10?
It was 10 years, 25% of publishing to Aramis Astrodome.
Oh, wow. So
and he's stressing it too.
Oh, 09 to 2019.
09 to 2019.
And they're going to use this in the trial. I guarantee it.
So technically.
Yeah, that's why he took him out. Listen, once again, that dude didn't come up there on his own. And like I said, he might not never talk, but he ain't got to because they got Big U, man. He's not going to see the streets again. That calm as a mug. Because what he did to Nipsey, he kept on doing it. And then he did a recording phone call that they wiretapped him on, and he said he the only one out here killing shit. He said this out of his own mouth, man. The feds done built this case up with the help from other organizations, the help from snitches. They got him. He's never going to see the streets again, and I don't wish that on nobody, but the things he did to people, man, he got to pay for it, man. Good dude. You're taking out kids for nothing. Big dirty draw. Envious of kids, man. When they was looking at you as the big the big homeboy, they was looking up to you, bro. You ain't have to do what you did. You killed Nip because you were jealous, man. You wanted to be him, man. You wanted to be him, and I hope you sit in a... Ooh, don't get this dude no death penalty. He need to sit in there. He need to suffer, man. How he made Nip family suffer. How he made that kid family suffer, man. He need to suffer.
Victory lap.
Hello.
Okay. Wow.
Wow. So now watch him on No Jumper.
So he FaceTimed me and stuff like that. He was like, Nipsey just got killed. I'm like, 6-0. I didn't hear that. So I hang up with him.
If he said it's real enough for the state, it's real enough for the jury, it's real enough for the judge, the right-hand man is telling you. You think he ain't already said that to them? That's why he came on the podcast and said it.
I called Nipsey, and I'm like, Nipsey, what's up? He was like, oh, what's up with it?
Nipsey answered.
Nipsey answered. He answered the phone. So after I talked to Nipsey, and I was like,
well, why wouldn't you tell Nip what was going on? Because you know why? You was part of it too, probably.
yeah, I love you, cuz, or whatever like that. I'll see you later or whatever. So I hung up the phone. I thought Big U gave wrong information. 30 minutes later, the homies blowing me up like they just killed Nipsey.
You get a call from Big U telling you,
hey, it's good enough to believe for me. Because I told y'all from the beginning this dude Big U is slimy. It's good enough to believe. I know this story sounds far-fetched to some people, but I always believe this dude was telling the truth. He ain't got no reason, man. You can't hate nobody that much to put murder on him. And then this dude, you got to think about it, is a gang member. They stand on solid business, supposedly. They supposed to stand on solid business. So if you're not working, why would you risk everything to come tell on a member? To come tell, I don't care what y'all going through. There's plenty of members out there going through stuff with each other. But you don't see them coming on the internet telling on each other. They ain't doing that, man. That's against all rules, man. Dude already been working. He already been working. That's why he's saying what he's saying so calmly. He's not thinking in his mind as a convicted felon, as a gang member. He's not thinking in his mind, man, this shit could sit me up the river, man. What I'm saying. Man, hold on. Don't put that out. He's saying it so calmly and smooth. He's not worrying about nothing because he been working. He already done said this to them, man. This part of the case they've been building. And like this lawyer said, right? The feds are patient. They will wait to build their case up. So what he's saying, he was already warning Big U. I'm talking, dude. You better start running. But Big U, by him having a brain the size of a peanut, he didn't take heed to all this telling. He kept coming on the internet. Man, these dudes trying to get me in trouble. They trying to get people in trouble. Because that's how slow he is. A real gangster, soon they heard them dudes talking, it'd have been war out there, and they would have got missing. Come on, man.
Nipsey just got killed.
Yeah.
You panic, called Nip. Nip answered the phone.
Yeah.
And 30 minutes after you get off the phone with Nip, he get killed.
Yeah.
Why is he talking about this on
Because he already working, lawyer, man. You know that. You don't want to say it, but you know that. You know he already working. Because you ain't going to say that. Because, I mean, you don't want to throw something. I understand. See, I'm straightforward. I don't care what they feel. I'm going to tell you how it is. And I understand the lawyer, man, he got to be professional. He ain't going to say it, but he want to say it. I know he do. I can tell his character. He want to say, this dude already been working, man. That's why he's saying this stuff. He want to say that. Trust me.
On a broadcast.
He's just trying to be professional. He want to say that.
I got it.
So you think he hit you a little too early?
But he ain't going to cross no toes. He working this field. He ain't going to cross no... He going to go as accordingly. You know what I'm saying? As the feds put it out, as they give more information, then he'll start speaking like that. But he ain't going to jump the gun because he work in the same field. You know what I'm saying? But I jump the gun. He been working.
Yup, he hit me a little bit too early because the homie Shitty.
This is fair game. This is absolute fair game.
So much fair game.
And guess what? If he doesn't testify, how would this come in? Wouldn't it be hearsay?
Come on.
No, it wouldn't
Come
be
on.
hearsay because it's a conversation between co-conspirators.
In his own video, that's why I said if he said it's good enough for them. Y'all stop talking about something. Man, you know what he was trying to say. They ain't gonna look at it like that.
That's not hearsay in the...
Oh, man, y'all know he was lying. They ain't gonna look at it like that. He said it. That's good enough for them. They want to take us off the street. That's the easiest way. He said it out of his own mouth. You can't deny what you said. Now, how we know you ain't lying by saying you wasn't telling the truth? Come on now. We got to go by what you said when you didn't have no reason to lie. Even though you did have a reason because you're trying to show off for a podcast. But they not gonna put that in their brains. They gonna take it like they see it because they want to get you locked up.
Federal world. All right, we're gonna do one more of these, and this is loose cannon, or we should say loose lips, because he's gonna.
Even the lawyer calling this dude loose lip. I know man, this lawyer want to say he been working. He want to say that, but he can't jump the gun. I'm gonna jump the gun, like I said. He been working.
In case ownership, and listen to what he has to say about the P&B Rock murder.
Rock got killed in the
Roscoe's. Yeah. So I felt it was like super messed up because at the end of the day, it was me and Big Useless in there when it happened. So when it happened, I wish I could have just told him like, bro, just give up the jury and we get it back to you later. But it just happened so fast and he wasn't.
He's telling you that he's part of this. So let's say you and I agree to rob a liquor store, but I don't know you have a gun. And, I'm not there for a murder. I'm just there for the cash that's in the register. But you fucking shoot somebody anyway. Guess what? Part and parcel of the whole thing.
What is dude telling everything, boy?
So if he's doing the negotiating for somebody to check in and
y'all want to believe this dude ain't already been working. Him and Brick, baby, man. That's why they came together on No Jumper. That's why they came together. Because they already been working together. The case was coming to an end. Think about it. The moment they came together, it was like, shake your hand, we done, it's over with, they coming. We did everything they wanted us to do. We going out the back door. We got immunity. We ain't worrying about this. So now this is the last play when they went on No Jumper together. They showing y'all they working together, man. That was it. They knew they was coming. That's why they did that. And if you look at the videos on No Jumper now, why Brick Baby in jail, he's on there still talking about he's stepping on stuff and everything because he's laughing. He's laughing. They probably in protected custody somewhere eating all type of good food because they done took Big U down.
Get shot for not checking in. He's guilty of aiding and abetting his murder.
He wasn't cooperating, and that's when they took it off of him by force. You get what I'm saying?
What do you say to a person who won't give up their jury when something like that's happening?
No, give it up and then check in with the real people.
And see that goes back to what Big U was saying, right? What he was saying. They'll rob people. Big U will have the people to come where they at. Like they ain't had nothing to do with it. Give them their stuff back for money. Come on, man. And that's what they were trying to do to PnB. But you got to think about it. Some hood dudes are really hood. You know what I'm saying? They going to stand on that. They ain't getting up nothing. You know what I'm saying? Which is stupid because you could replace a chain, a watch, and all that stuff there. Can't replace your life, man.
So,
And what is that? Checking with the real people. So, okay, I just got robbed. Now I'm going to go in and check in with the people.
Yeah, it's an organization. It's like you're getting your car towed, right? You in Philly. You park on the side of the street. They tow your car. You got to go down there to the parking thing to get your car back. You got to fill out all type of paperwork. You got to pay all type of money. Then they send you to the back. Okay, here go your stuff. Because they took it. Same thing. Big U so dumb. He tried to run a check-in operation like that. Oh, yeah, man, go downtown to, what it is, a Big U Enterprise. Yeah, that's the way they got your jury hold that, man. Yeah, they repossessed it, man. Yeah, you got it down there. You got to go pay. What is he doing, man? What kind of stuff? Come on, man.
Because I probably got robbed by you guys. And so I'm going to go check in with you guys, and you're going to take a portion and give me something back. And then he got killed because of that.
We're going to find a jury, and we're going to get it because we know all the pawn shops. We know all the people that's going to melt it down and everything like that.
Y'all the ones that took it.
That. So as soon as it comes on their table, we got it.
It's a coincidence they in the bathroom. Way over, I think they was in Inglewood somewhere. They were in the bathroom. Come on, man.
Get it, go in that back room.
And then Big U from that area, they set that up, man.
That phone call, put them on the phone. That's how.
Not from that area. I heard he lived in that area or something. Come on, man. He know people over there, man. He set that up, man. It ain't no mystery, man. And they gonna use everything loose lip saying in court.
It works.
On a podcast talking about this. So Big U's detention hearing is for March 31st, and his arraignment set for April 8th. So here's what happens in the detention. You know, it's presumed detention. In other words, the types of crimes that they're being accused of require detention unless the defense can rebut that presumption. In other words, he'd have to, like NBA Youngboy did, he had to put on some evidence that he has sufficient guarantees that he's going to show up for court and protect the public. And
But that ain't going to happen because he haven't been protecting the public with some check-in stuff. All they ain't going to do is get out, they're going to feel, and try to make the public, check in again, you know what I'm saying, to pay his court fees. You know what I'm saying? Now, Loose Cannon and Brick Baby, they going to get a bond. They going to get out. They going to do the whole faking thing. They going to go back on no jumper like they ain't telling. When we done seen all the videos, they going to come out like they hardcore. Brick Baby, he probably have a little weight on him. He ate a couple sandwiches, but he'll be skinny in 3 weeks. Y'all know how it go when these dudes go to jail. They get big off them sandwiches, and then they'll be skinny in 3 weeks. He going to come out talking his stuff. Oh, chest up high. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't telling nothing. Y'all, we done seen this story before, man.
P. Diddy didn't get out. These fuckers aren't getting out either. And then April 8th is the arraignment. That's just where you plead not guilty, and then they set your trial and that kind of thing. So you watch what's going to happen here. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm sure he's got good lawyers. And he's presumed innocent until proven.
It ain't going to do no good when his right-hand man is on camera saying what he did. Saying what they do, how they get down. It ain't like he just saying Big U. He's putting himself in there too. So who gonna lie on themselves? He putting himself in there too. That's how they gonna look at it, even if he was lying. They gonna look at it like, well, he saying on himself too. So, why would he lie on himself?
Proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. But you heard from their own words, from their own mouths, that, what they're doing and how they're making people check in, how they're extorting people, how when they don't cooperate.
Man, they in there finna point finger one way to you.
They fucking kill them, and they take shit by force. And guess what happens when you force, when you stand up to them, you get killed. And they like that. They like that rep, right? They like that reputation because that gives they
come out and brag about
whole operation
idiots
legitimacy and credibility, and makes people bow to their whims. So we'll follow this, and we'll see you next time here on Criminally Reacts. If you're in LA,
man,
check in.
Nah, ain't nobody doing all that, man. Ain't nobody doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, but this is to show y'all, you know, I just want to show the naysayers that, man, it don't matter what we thinking, what we feel. The proof is in the pudding, man. So like, share, and subscribe. Follow all my channels. Go to the front of my page and subscribe to all my channels, man. You rocking with the realest platform on the planet. Hood Talk News. I'm out.
Yo. Fuck that shit. We on.
We gon' do what? We
come through this bitch hitting harder than core. Most of the bullshit we tend to ignore. Most of these niggas be snitching, these bitches be tricking for Gucci, Bass, Fendi, Dior. Tip to my shooter, he scrap out the door. We turning up just to even the score. We independent, no label, no handing, no favors. That mean we be getting back more. Money goes up, she be dropping it more. Labels be sweating, be knocking on doors. I ain't no slave, you a hater, be turning the tables. Just know who we doing this for. Them niggas that will come through your front door. Just know we tryna get them so much more. We sitting at the table like fuck a favor. If not, what we doing this for? Don't make a move cause you bound to get shot. Ain't no one out here want issue for clout. Don't want no issue, not with you, they dish you. Won't undo the pain, mama feel if I die. Don't need my little broski asking a why. Tell my homies I stay sober, they high. What would you do if they crewing up on us like, ooh, sucker shit can't fly. I avoid getting high, beauty of the naked eye. On point, no lie, real G, stay low key. I told all my homies we gon' make it home alive. Unapologetic, we don't apologize. The niggas I know they go ride. Any problems, we gon' hit up the guys. Fuck you haters, I'm the one you despise.